I've read every single day for the past 3 years. I've gone through thousands of pages on self-improvement, philosophy, fiction, and non-fiction books. Everybody tells you that reading will change your life, but here's what actually happened after 3 years and what no one tells you about reading. Most people think that if you just read the right books, your life magically gets better. But that's not what actually happened. Yes, my knowledge has improved from reading all of these books, but here's the problem. I was reading instead of actually doing. Productive procrastination disguised as self-improvement. Here's what nobody talks about. Reading in the wrong way can actually make you worse. In this video, I'm going to show you what reading daily actually does, the 3 unexpected things that changed in my life, why most reading advice is completely wrong, and the one thing that you need to do if you actually want to start reading. Let's get into that. After reading for 3 years straight, here's what I found. Most people are reading the wrong books for the wrong reasons. Let's start with how I burnt out. Let me take you back. From the ages of 11 to 12, I read 25,000 pages of fiction books. I was obsessed. Every spare moment I was reading, 50, 100 pages every single day. But then I burnt out, completely stopped for months. I went from reading for hours every single day to no reading at all. Around 13 or 14 years old, I got back into it. I had heard that reading nonfiction before bed helps you sleep better, so I tried it and it worked. That one simple reason, better sleep, got me back into reading. No grand vision, no I'm gonna do this because I want to change my life, just this helps me sleep better. And fast forward to now, I'm 17, I've been reading nonfiction daily for 3 years, 10 to 30 minutes every single day, usually reading multiple books at once. Currently, I'm reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, Wisdom Takes Work by Ryan Holiday right here, The Art of Focus by Dan Koe, Make Time, and The Fellowship of the Ring. But I've also got 100 more books on my Kindle, on Audible, physical books. Those are just the ones I'm reading currently. My Kindle shows that I've read every single month since December 2022, and that doesn't even count all of the physical books that I've read. But after 3 years of this, what actually changed? Here's what everybody expects. Oh, you read self-improvement books? Your life must be perfect now. That's wrong. Yes, my knowledge has improved and I've come across ideas that I never would on my own. I actually genuinely find reading enjoyable now, like I look forward to reading every single day. But my life didn't miraculously become better just because I read the books. Reading gives you the ideas, the blueprint, but it can't execute for you. I could read Atomic Habits cover to cover, understand every topic, and still have terrible habits if I don't choose to do anything with the knowledge. And that's the exact trap that I fell into. And you might be in it right now too without even realizing it. Part 3, the productive procrastination trap. We all have access to quick education everywhere we look nowadays. YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, podcasts, book summaries. You feel like you're learning as much watching a 10-minute YouTube video as reading 10 minutes of a book, but really it's just productive procrastination. You feel good because you're doing something positive, but it doesn't actually change your life if you don't take any action. And that's because information plus action equals knowledge. You can't have knowledge, which is truly life-changing, without both parts. Information and action. Both are required to truly transform your life. I was reading self-improvement books and feeling productive while avoiding the actual thing that changes your life, action. Nothing changes in your life without action. If you have constant input but no output, nothing will change. Reading became a way for me to feel good and feel productive, while avoiding the actual hard work of getting things done. And that's what no one tells you. Reading can actually make you worse if you use it as a substitute for real action. But then when I finally figured out how to read the right way, everything shifted. Part 4, what reading actually does. Here's what surprised me after 3 years. Number 1, a story can take you away. Not just fiction, even non-fiction. When a book captures you, 30 minutes can disappear. You get lost in the words, in the story. That's rare now. Most things hijack your attention, they try and steal your time. Reading, it actually earns it. Second, a book can plant one idea that changes everything for you. Just one. Not the whole entire book, one sentence, one concept that you never would have thought of on your own. That one single idea can be the thing that completely shifts how you act. Third, reading a nonfiction book daily can become a daily reminder of that book's focus. If I'm reading about discipline, I'm more disciplined. If I'm reading about focus, I'm more focused. The book that you're reading right now, that becomes your mental focus and frame for the season of life that you're in. That third piece, that's the real power. The ability to frame how you view the world just through one book, but only if you're reading the right book. Part 5, why most reading advice is actually wrong. Most people will tell you the same thing. Just read more, read the classics, read what every successful person has read. but that advice, that's wrong. We were conditioned in school to read things that we don't enjoy. Books that we're forced to read, books that don't resonate with us that the teacher assigned. That's why we all hate reading. But here's what I learned. You have to enjoy what you're reading or it will never stick with you. I don't care if somebody told you to read a certain book. I don't care if it's supposed to help you. If you don't enjoy the process, you won't finish it. And even if you force yourself to finish it, you won't remember it. It's just wasted time. Find the books that you actually enjoy, even if it's not the optimal choice. It's better to read a book that you love than force yourself through a book that you hate and quit just because somebody said that it was important. If you want to actually get consistent with reading, you have to be enjoying what you're reading so you enjoy the process and consistently come back to it. So here's what you do right now. Go into ChatGPT and type, give me 5 beginner-friendly book recommendations based on what I enjoy. I want something that's easy to read, engaging, and will get me into the habit of reading daily. That's it. And if you're serious about this, you will find your first book as soon as this video ends. Just get out of YouTube, get out of whatever you're on watching this, go to ChatGPT, type that in, find your first book, get it from the library, download it on Kindle, whatever, just start reading it. Or if you want a backup option, I recommend you start in the fiction category. Something that grabs your attention and holds it there. A story that unwinds as you go along. Now, I know that I said you should be finding your own books, but if you don't have a book in mind, I just finished reading The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. It's a great place to start, and I'll leave it linked down in the description if you want to check it out. So if you actually want to get consistent in reading daily, there's just one thing that you need to know. Find a book that you truly enjoy. Not the book that you think that you should read, not the book that somebody told you to read, the book that genuinely interests you. Then take the time to sit down in a quiet place, leave your phone in the other room, no distractions, and just give the book 10 minutes of your time. The first 5 minutes are hard. Your brain craves stimulation. It wants to check your phone. It wants to do anything else. It wants to be distracted. But you just have to push through those first 5 minutes. And then once you're into it, it becomes easy. It feels really good. A good book will grab you and keep you reading. So that's the secret, just push through the first 5 minutes. So here's the truth. Reading daily for 3 years gave me knowledge, it gave me ideas, it gave me enjoyment, but it didn't change my life until I actually executed on what I was reading. The books don't do the work for you, they just show you what's possible. So if you're serious about this, pick one book, one you actually want to read, and give it 10 minutes tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you can't change your life until you change what's in here. You got this.